Texas, one of the most unique states in the country, home to wide open ranch land, cowboys, and some of the fastest growing urban communities in the lower 48. Come along as we explore some of the Lone Star State's best restaurants, breweries, and cities, and experience Texas through the eyes of the people that live here. This is Exploring Texas. Today we're exploring Mansfield, Texas, a small, unassuming city in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. The city is located mostly in Tarrant County with small parts in Ellis and Johnson counties, and it's approximately 30 miles from Dallas and about 20 miles from Fort Worth. I'd like to introduce today's host and tour guide, Robert Navarro.
Not only is this city located perfectly between Dallas and the Fort Worth cities themselves, but it has its own culture, its own vibe, and it's honestly friggin' awesome. So today I'm gonna take you guys on a walking tour of the historic downtown Mansfield. And of course, if you know me, we're gonna start off with the brewery. So whenever we think of moving out to the suburbs, we think that we're having to sacrifice all the fun and all the things that, city life gives us. One thing that Mansfield has really done is they've really stepped up their game at making sure that they have things for us younger generation. The average age in Mansfield is 37.8, with the women actually being older than men. But one thing that I really like about Mansfield is the backyard. So today we're gonna check out some of the restaurants at the backyard and finish our tour a little further down Main Street. So let's take a look. Awesome. Thank you, appreciate it. So let's talk facts. What is Mansfield and why should you buy a house here? So the population of Mansfield, the city itself, is roughly 80,000 people. The average income is about 112,000, and currently the average home in Mansfield, Texas is roughly about $497,000. But that price per square foot is significantly lower than the entire Metroplex. So at the end of the day, you get much, much more home for the price that you pay. On top of that, you're getting a lot more land and a lot more space. And of course, local breweries. So we're going to be trying the El Pastor taco here at La Ventana, and really good taco. And I'll tell you what, they give you the option for onions and cilantro. If you are not going with the onions and cilantro, honestly, you're missing out. So Mansfield's great, I think, because it has kind of that small town feel, but still close to a big city. So if you want to get to Fort Worth, you're 20 minutes away. Dallas, maybe 30, not even. One of my big things I like to do is go to one of the parks around in Mansfield. We'll get a run in the morning. You can go to the gym. We've got multiple gyms in Mansfield. A lot of cool stuff. And then even down here in downtown, you can go grab a bite and push it through and hang out with your friends. Or if you like beer, they also have a brewery right there. Another one right here, right on Main Street, Park Derby's Brewing. Plenty of stuff to do for sure, even if you don't want to go out to the big cities. So we've spent the majority of our walking tour in Mansfield, Texas, downtown. And you guys hopefully get to see the quaint, the culture, and just the overall greatness that the city has to offer. And we are probably half a mile from downtown, and we have access to this beautiful trail system. So right now we're in Town Park. I can take this trail all the way downtown Park to connect to Rosewood Park, which then would allow me to connect to a lot of shopping centers and food, such as 54th Street, Academy, and so much more. So one thing for sure is that Main Street gives you that quaint and family vibe that you're looking for, with access to nature and, really great restaurants and pubs, but at the same time gives you that really, really small town feeling with access to the major metroplex like Fort Worth and Dallas. So again, if you're considering moving to Texas or anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, Mansfield has to be on your radar. The city of Mansfield itself does a ton of events. So there's constantly something going on, from live music to food trucks to just entertainment to keep you and the family busy all weekend long.
just left downtown Mansfield, and now we are in an awesome community known as M3 Ranch in Mansfield, Texas. We are literally 7 minutes away from downtown Mansfield, but once you see this community and the homes in this community, you're not going to believe it. There are 4 phenomenal top-tier new construction builders in this community that are building great quality construction homes for you and your family. So today, we're going to take a look at a few, give you some details, and at the end of the day, you're going to want to move here. We are inside the Perry model home at M3 Ranch, and today we're going to take a tour of the entire model home to give you an idea of what you can expect. First off, let's take a look at this living room. The living room is extremely open concept, open to the kitchen, open to the dining room, has a fireplace, and walks out beautifully to the porch. But let's take a look at the master bedroom. As you make your way into the master bedroom, not only do you come past that really cozy fireplace, but then you come to this really great, massive and expansive bedroom that's completely flooded with light. Thanks to all these windows that just let in a ton of natural light. As we make our way into the master bath, you can really start to see where Perry begins to shine. Everything they do it so tastefully, and besides, look how big this is. Not only do you have your own walk-in shower, but you have a separate tub and his and hers closets. Making our way back into the main living area, we see the kitchen, which is honestly the heart of the home. We see this solid white, beautiful quartz countertops with solid wood cabinetry, this extremely nice decorative, I don't want to say it, but it looks like restoration hardware. It's just literally that luxurious feeling. They have features such as pop-in outlets, which seriously, we know is extremely convenient. One thing that I really like that Perry is doing, or let's just say not doing, is putting microwaves on top of the stove area. I just think that looks dated, it's old, and honestly, who really likes to look at the microwave? But as we make our way into the dining room, you have this huge counter space, perfect for Thanksgiving spreads, I don't know, a coffee bar, a pizza bar, or honestly, a regular bar. So one thing we have to give Perry is their attention to detail. Everything from the outlets within the counters, outlets in the middle of the floor of the living room so that your lamps can be plugged in. There's no cords across. But another thing is their use of space. I want to show you underneath the island. They make sure to maximize space by putting in cabinetry. That way there is absolutely no wasted space and you have plenty of space to put all your junk. As we come down the main hallway from the front door, not only do we notice the ridiculously tall ceilings, but as we make our way to the right, we see the first 2 secondary bedrooms. One thing I want to highlight in this particular floor plan, or this particular model, is the secondary bedrooms, which there are 3 of, are the only places that there's carpet. So if you have pets, kids, or anything like that, it's going to be great not to have to worry about carpet anywhere else. And look how big these bedrooms are. All these bedrooms have queen-size beds, and there's still plenty of space for a full-size dresser, nightstands, and room to walk around. So this particular floor plan that we're looking at has 4 full bedrooms and a whole flex space. So if you work from home, you want a game room, a theater, a man cave, or a she shed, you have that space. Best part is it's at the front of the house, full of natural light, kind of secluded from the rest of the house, which really makes it its own oasis. So as I mentioned, Perry is currently building on 50 and 70-foot lots. What does that mean? It means the front of the house from end to end is either 50 feet or 70 feet. The depth of these lots vary anywhere from 120 to 180 and can get even bigger depending on the lot that you select to build your home on. So you look at this yard and it's beautifully finished. It's honestly the perfect amount of space and maintenance given the fact that this community has so much to offer. Everything from trails to amenity centers to pools to parks. Anything you can imagine, this community has it. So why would you want a huge expansive yard that you have to take care of when you have that all outside the front door? At the end of the day, this is perfect in terms of being able to host just a small get-together, friends, family, cookout, barbecue. This is the yard for you. So we really focused a lot on the historic downtown part of Mansfield, more about the culture and kind of things there are to do there. But I don't want you to think that that's all that Mansfield is. Mansfield has so much more to offer. In fact, Mansfield has an H-E-B. If you're not from Texas and you don't know what an H-E-B is, then honestly, you're about to fall in love. H-E-B is a huge chain here in Texas that honestly kind of has a cult following. You may be more familiar with like Buc-ee's. This is, I guess, the Buc-ee's of the grocery stores of Texas. It's phenomenal. It has great prices, whatever. This is not supposed to be an ad for H-E-B. I personally just love it. The reason I want to show you guys this is, again, this is just another example of companies making investments into Mansfield, the city itself, which is just a great place for you and your family to invest in your new home and knowing that, property values are going to sustain and continue to go up. So H-E-B, Kohl's, Hobby Lobbies, there's so much more here. Tons of stores in the area that just outside of the city center or, the historic downtown that gives you plenty of options to shop, to eat, and so much more that you may not find in the downtown historic area. So as we wrap up our walking tour of Mansfield, Texas, we spoke to tons of locals, from Kyle to Ashley to Ashlyn, and they told us that one spot we have to try is Main Street Tacos. What is that about? I know it's called Main Street Tacos, but they recommended a torta, so that's exactly what I ordered. But I did order pastor, so I could kind of compare it to the tacos down the street, but let's dive right in. First of all, look at this cheesy goodness. That's good. I live in Dallas, and I'm willing to drive the 35 minutes it takes to get here just to get this torta. So overall, Mansfield, Texas is honestly an amazing, amazing city, and one that if you're looking to move anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, again, has to be on your radar. We're gonna end our walking tour by taking a look at the Mann House Museum. Unfortunately, we can't take you inside, but it's gonna be a spot you have to check out. If you or anyone you know is looking to move to Texas or is interested maybe in Mansfield, Texas, click on the link below and schedule a call with me to chat today. If you just want to learn about all things Texas, like and subscribe, and we'll see you at our next video.